So, today I am sitting on my tailgate, just trying to just get through loading some stuff in the barn. It's been a long day. I had a lot to do today. I didn't. I'm not sure I worked all that much today, but I did have a lot to do, and I was talking with my buddy Randy today, and he brought up the fact that it's hard to make an offer on houses these days, specifically because the real estate market's changing, and he mentioned that it's just a little bit different these days, and what to offer on a house, what not to offer on a house, that type of thing. And so it just it brought up just kind of something I've been through in my businesses, something I'm going through right now in my house buying business, and just I thought I'd share a little. And I'm testing out the technology again because, like I said yesterday, we want to try to do a little bit more of these go live things, Tim Talks. I think I called today a Tailgate Talk. And I'm also testing a new microphone that plugs into my phone. So I've got my phone hooked up to multiple live streaming channels. Right now we're going live on Twitch and YouTube and Facebook. It was supposed to be Twitter as well, but again today I thought I had fixed Twitter. Apparently I did not. So I'm just sitting on my tailgate down by the barn. There's my Marine Corps sticker and my cattle raiser sticker. And I just thought I'd talk about, it's so hard to change your business strategy in many businesses because of cash flow. And this time last year we could pick up 3 to 5 houses pretty easily a month, and now it seems like you're really lucky to buy 1, maybe 2 at the right numbers. And so kind of where we're at is well, that's an awful picture. How do you modify your business plan to account for the changing market? And one of the things we did recently is we went from assigning properties, which was, basically we'd put house under contract and sell contract to said house. And now we've been doing a lot more wholesales and wholesales, which is, you just clean the house up, you get it marketable, either as is or kind of as a owner may want to do some work to it type thing, and then put it on MLS and see what the market brings you. We've had some success in it. We've been doing well, but the interesting part is it lengthens the curve from when money goes out for advertising, when leads come in from the advertising, when you convert on those leads to a purchase contract. And then, we turned that purchase contract directly into cash using assignments. And now it's, we've added a couple weeks onto the process by, well, not a couple weeks, a couple months onto the process, because now we just go ahead and, close on the house, and then we do some repairs, a week or 2 worth of repairs. And then we put them on the market. So it's kind of funny right now. We've got we've got 2 houses that we are working on. One, we bought it, cleaned it out, ran the ozone machine to make it not smell so horribly, and then we just put it on market as is, sold it, went through inspection, did some repairs, and now it looks like we'll be out of that house next Friday, whereas the other house that we closed on basically the same day isn't even on the market yet, because we had to do some foundation work to it. After we did the foundation work to it, it had a plumbing leak. After we fixed the plumbing, then we painted it, put in some carpet. So, just the cycle, it was longer. And so that one goes on the market this Friday. And then after it goes on the market, then we'll, you're probably looking another 30 to 45 days after that between when we ultimately get paid and make profit. But with the way the market's changing, it kind of became necessary to do because these houses just they weren't really selling on the assignment market, and if they did, they were selling for a lot less. Investors seem to be a little skittish of the market. No real reason I don't know that I can put my finger on why things changed, because the Dallas-Fort Worth real estate market is really healthy. But I think our biggest thing that we adapted to was conversions, right? So if you were going to we spend a couple $1,000s a week in advertising and generate a dozen leads or so, and those dozen leads turn into 1 to 2 contracts, where if you are trying to make X dollars in your business and you're doing half the volume you used to, it's like, how do you make that X dollars? So we looked at other strategies that could still make us our 20-30 grand a house, where if you're only doing 2 a month, it worked. Hey Carrie, how are you? It looks like I have a viewer on YouTube, and we're using some new technology right now where we're trying to do a multi-platform broadcast. So right now we're live on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch. So if the YouTube viewer, if you could go to the chat section off to the side and say hello or hi or what's up, it would really help me, because then I'd be able to see, I can see the Facebook comments. I can't see the YouTube comments, but yet, I don't know. So hopefully someone on YouTube can say, hey, hi, Tim. So yeah, I mean, it's important when you change, and I had some commission people that they were making money off the as-is sales, and then they used to happen in a week or two, then they go to happen in 2 months, and it changes how fast they get paid. It changes how fast the company gets paid. And we literally, in a couple decision processes, went from getting paid every week to getting paid once a month, and that just changes really everything. So I think it's just one of those things that business owners have to always look at is, if you're not able to make what you used to make doing what you were doing, it's kind of, you don't want to just keep doing the same thing. You want to morph with the market. You want to change your strategy, maybe take on more risk, maybe take on less risk, maybe elongate your sales cycle, maybe contract your sales cycle. There's all sorts of different things that you can do to morph in and out of the market. And like I said, for us, we just went from assignments to wholesales. The only thing we really fix all the way is our rental properties. So, when it rains it pours. We went from having nothing to close 3 weeks ago to we have 1 closing this week, 1 purchase closing this week. We have 2 sale closings next week. And then I think we have 2 purchase closings next week as well, which those won't actually close for months, right? And when I say close, I mean we get paid on a sale closing. So it's just been interesting to make these changes. It's kind of the same stuff I went through back in 2006, 2007. I'm trying to block the sun with my head. One of the advantages of having a big head is you can block the sun. So it's been interesting. It's been fun. So far, it looks like it's working. Only time will tell. But yeah, so we're making changes, and I suggest you do the same, right? Because at the end of the day, you can't be caught up in how much business you do. It's more about how much money you make. I mean, right? Because I always joke around that, if I want to make $100,000 this year and I could do it all in one house, there's a strong case for that. So anyway, thanks for stopping by. I'm going to hit end. Hopefully